Show starts in 5 minutes.
Good evening, folks, and a hearty welcome to our drive-in theater. We have a wonderful evening's entertainment lined up for you, one that will provide several hours of pleasurable relaxation and diversion for you and your family. Did you fail to dress up for tonight's show? No tie, an old shirt and slacks, a house dress? Well, don't give it a thought. We're glad you came as you are. We just want you to enjoy yourselves.
Here's a new taste treat. The corn dog. Plump, juicy wieners are dipped in a thick, golden Southern-style corn batter that seals in all their freshness and flavor. If you like hot dogs, you'll love corn dogs. Everybody does. Try a corn dog with your favorite beverage. At the refreshment corner now. Corn dogs.
It's 4 minutes till showtime.
Yum, yum. It's time for a tasty and refreshing snack. We promise to satisfy your hunger, your thirst, your sweet tooth. So visit our refreshment center now. Let's go!
It's 3 minutes till showtime.
Men, there's a drive-in movie full of juicy people. Wow! It's a trap! Help! It's Pick! We've had it, men.
A pleasant aroma for you, but not for mosquitoes. Pick is easy to use. Light it and forget it. Pick's aroma keeps mosquitoes, gnats, and sandflies away. Pick is the best protection for barbecues, fishing and camping trips, or just relaxing in the yard.
So if you don't want our company ever anywhere, just light Pick and see what I mean? Bye.
Pick is on sale at the refreshment stand now. Show starts in 2 minutes.
Today we're interviewing a stomach.
Hello there.
What is life like as a stomach?
Oh, boy, it was humdrum. I mean, until what's-his-name discovered Tony's Pizza.
Tony's Pizza?
Yeah, I was suffering from the pizza cravings until Tony's came along. Crispy crust and zesty sauces. Wow.
And so now... What's that?
Another pizza craving. Just thinking about Tony sets it off.
Oh, where are you going?
He's going to get a Tony's Pizza, and I follow him anywhere.
Does your stomach send you pizza craving signals? Oh, wow. Tony's, the Pizza Cravers Pizza.
There are words men live by, words of strength, of wisdom, and of peace. We urge you to find the spiritual comfort and guidance we all so greatly need by attending your place of worship regularly.
Show starts in 1 minute.
Yum, yum. It's a meal in itself. Our all-meat super dog. Enjoy one now.
And now, on with the show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the movie quiz. It's been a couple weeks since we've all been together in this virtual space. I am your host, Chris Matt Nelson, of course, and we are about to embark on a trivia odyssey together through 50 points of trivia, puzzles, all kinds of good stuff. Tonight is the beginning of part 3 of season 13. Another 3 mini games this week, next week, and the week after. It's just kind of free associating what the themes are going to be. It's hot out, so the theme tonight is It's Too Hot, because it's too hot. Not today. Today wasn't so bad, but tonight's game is going to be all about movies with heat in the title. We're going to have heat is the leitmotif, right? So just take that, what you'll find out over the course of the game, what that means. All right. So why don't we let's put it into in-game mode and get this game underway. There it is. There goes the portal. And we're moving over to the movie theater. Aha! For our first round of the night. So our first round tonight is called Hot Spots. So the answer to all 8 questions will be the name of a movie that has heat, hot, something hot in the title. It might be fire, might be heat, right? Might be something else. But I'm going to lead you there by giving you a character and a place, a very specific, like a building in that movie, a thing that a person, a place, and a thing that happens. All right. So here we go with our first question of Hot Spots. Name the movie. Buddies Adam, Lou, Nick, and Jacob soak their way back to 1986 at the Kodiak Valley Ski Resort in California. So what is that movie? Your place, your hot spot is the Kodiak Valley Ski Resort in California. What's the movie that has a warm word in it? Oh, let's move this over here, I guess, because they've got a new feature that puts the no, I'm pointing the wrong way. It has the chat on screen. I don't know how legible it is, but at least I can see what it says. I might have to move the timer. Yeah, the chat, exactly. The chat is this is in beta, they say. This is a beta testing thing. Or maybe I could move myself to the center. I'll figure it out. So I think everybody who submitted got this right. It's Hot Tub Time Machine. Hot Tub Time Machine is your hot film, your warm themed. I mean, the movie itself is not warm, but it has hot in the title. All right, your second warm film. Quinn Abercrombie keeps a group of survivors safe from We Awakened. I became a little baby again. A We Awakened Dwagons in Bamburgh Castle, Northumberland, England. The movie is from 2002. So the place is Bamburgh Castle. And in Bamburgh Castle, Quinn Abercrombie keeps a group of survivors safe from I did it again. We Awakened Dwagons. The movie's gonna let me say that too. It's gonna be a good title for that. All right. So that movie where Mowage. That movie where the dragons are at the castle, that is Wayne of Fire. Wayne of Fire is that sounds less Elmer Fudd or toddlery than Wayne of Fire. Elmer Fudd was from New England. Wayne of Fire. All right. Question number 3. Tony Manero puts on a dancing display at the 2001 Odyssey Discotheque in Brooklyn, New York. The 2001 Discotheque in Brooklyn, New York. That is your hot spot. So yeah, I'm curious. What do we I don't know how I'm not sure how much. I'm curious to know how much everyone actually like looks at the screen while you're playing. And if so, what do we think of that? I kind of like it. It lets me know that it's hard for me to know sometimes that a new comment has come in. So that helps. I like that element of it. All right. So your answer here, again, everyone got it as I expected. It is Saturday Night Fever. Fever being your your warm word there. All right. Question number 4. Sergeant Nicholas Angel interrogates the owner of the Summerfield supermarket in Sanford, Gloucestershire, England, 2007. Sergeant Nicholas Angel interrogates the owner of the Summerfield supermarket in Sanford, Gloucestershire, England. Yeah, that's true. It is very small. It's very small to read. But like I said, for me, I like seeing that something's happened because I'm running like this is a very complicated setup. It's like a nuclear submarine here, so I'm often like way behind on the chat. So this lets me know that something's there, and also like kind of like it for posterity. You keep the chat because the chat. I keep all the recordings of the shows, but the chat is ethereal. So I like that it's a log of what you say. So watch what you say. All right. So the answer to this one is Hot Fuzz. Hot Fuzz. Everybody got it right. So far pretty easy round, but you're all doing great. All right. So your next question, your next movie, your next hotspot. San Francisco Fire Chief Michael O'Halloran and architect Doug Roberts try to lead people to safety at the Glass Tower skyscraper. That's from 1974. Your hotspot is the Glass Tower. Yeah, I can imagine. It's very small for me, too. Just looking in the control panel here, my little command center. All right, so this movie, as somebody pointed out in their answer, it is also the inspiration for Die Hard. It is The Towering Inferno. The Towering Inferno. Those two characters played by Steve McQueen and Paul Newman, respectively, from the Irwin Winkler era of destructive disaster movies. All right, question number 6. Philadelphia detective Virgil Tibbs is wrongly detained and then convinced to help with a murder investigation at the Sparta, Mississippi Police Precinct. Your hotspot is the Sparta, Mississippi Police Precinct. So thank you all. Thanks for coming, showing up for the game tonight. I know it's a little harder, maybe harder to remember when Meredith doesn't have her game. So I appreciate that. But I decided to keep it at 9 because I figured it'd be more confusing if I did it at 8. People show up right at the end. Just keep it simple. All right. So your movie here, it's the Best Picture winning In the Heat of the Night. In the Heat of the Night. Does anyone remember the In the Heat of the Night TV series with Carol O'Connor, aka Archie Bunker, that ran for like a million years? And I never saw it but I saw commercials for it all the time because it was on. I'm pretty sure it was on NBC. And growing up, my family watched a lot of NBC, and it was always like this week in the heat of the night. There's always like a police car jumping over railroad tracks, or like they seem to lean into the action on In the Heat of the Night TV series. All right, your next movie. Joe and Jerry, aka Josephine and Daphne, hide from the mob at the Seminole Ritz Hotel in Miami, Florida. Movies from 1959. Seminole Ritz Hotel in Miami, Florida is your literally a hot spot. Miami's warm. Although I recently found out, my wife and I were looking, I found something, I saw something online. I never believe it, but so I have to read further about it. But it said that Tampa, Florida hit 100 degrees for like the first time in the city's recorded history. And it turned out to be true. The highest, and for Miami's only hit 100 a handful of times too, which is like, I still can't believe it, but it seems to be true. All right, time is up for this question. Again, everybody's crushing this round, doing really well here. It's Some Like It Hot. Some Like It Hot is your answer. And your final question of round one. Legendary comedian Alan Shemper kills with a stand-up routine at Camp Firewood near Waterville, Maine. The movie's from 2001. Camp Firewood is your hot spot, where legendary comedian Alan Shemper kills with a stand-up routine. This is a great scene. This is a wonderful scene in this film. All right, gang, time is up for this one. Everybody who submitted got this one right as well. It is Wet Hot American Summer. Wet Hot American Summer is your answer. So nicely done, everybody. That's the end of round one. Let's see. Everybody crushed it here. So let's see what the scores look like. Stallone as Lieutenant Dan from the Forrest Gump remake 2027 with 5. Intellectual Magpies with 6. Avis and Bobo with 7. And with a bunch of 8s, we got Sterling Cooper, Marley's Chains, Helsinki Syndrome, Chris the Curator, and Powder from the movie Powder, A Powder Saga. All right, so that's going to bring us to our picture round, our second round of the night, and it is called Sweaty Cinema. Sweaty Cinema is our picture round, so it's all about movies that take place in sweltering heat. All right, so once again, just like round one, the answer is just going to be the name of a movie. All right, so here we go. Let me pull this up here, and you name those 8 movies. I'll give you a few minutes to work on this, and best of luck, everybody. And gang, you're just about halfway through your timer. Got about 2 minutes left on this one. One minute left. 1 minute left in this round. I'm gonna hang out down here, all tiny, just a little. All right, everybody, I am about to start that timer. So if you have not submitted, now is the time to do so. Or if you want to change anything, this is the time to do it. All right, so 15 seconds on the clock starting now. There's a lot going on in this corner over here. But yeah, then once that locks in, we'll take a look at the answers, and then I'll show you how you did. All righty, time is up. So you had these 8 sweaty movies. I tried to find the sweatiest pictures I could. I feel like there are sweatier moments in these films, but there's certainly, well, the number 8, there's like some super sweaty ones, but they're very nude in it. So in that part, so I couldn't do that. Wait, now I'm too big. Damn it. There I am. Okay. That's the one I want. All right. So let's show these answers, and then I'll show you how you did. The first one, that is Die Hard with a Vengeance, specifically. Number 2, that is Predator 2. That is not Lethal Weapon. That is Desperately Hot Los Angeles in 1997. The movie's from 1991. And they're like, by 1997, this place is going to be an absolute shithole. So, well, we feel confident with a 6-year prediction. Number 3, that is Rear Window, which takes place during a heat wave. Number 4 is Do the Right Thing. Number 5 is Streetcar Named Desire. I see a lot of teams went with On the Waterfront or Cat on a Hot Tin Roof with Tennessee Williams, but you're up the right tree, but the wrong branch, I guess. Number 6, that is Holes. That's Shia LaBeouf in Holes. Number 7 is Dog Day Afternoon. And number 8, that is Body Heat. All right, so let's open up these results and see how you did. About half for Predator and Body Heat. Not terrible, not bad. All right, so let's keep it rolling into the lightning round here. So I'm going to ask you one question with 4 answers, and then I'll give you 2 minutes. I'll give you 2 minutes for this one. All right, so this one's called Sweltering Soundtracks. Sweltering. Does it say Cat on a Hot Tin Roof? Wait. I typed it wrong. Sorry. My bad, gang. It does it does say Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, but it's not. It's Streetcar Named Desire. It's Streetcar Named Desire. It's not Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. I typed the wrong thing. It wouldn't be a show if I didn't fuck something up, right? So there we go. There it is. All right, moving on to the lightning round. It is called Sweltering Soundtracks, and it's all about songs used famously in movies that have sort of like a sister round to that first round where everything had hot or heat in the title. But this is about songs that do the same. All right. So hang on. I'm just going to disappear here. So name the song that underscores the songs that underscore the following scenes. Number 1, Napoleon Dynamite breaks out a choreographed dance to this Jamiroquai song at a talent show. Number 2, Tom Wilkinson's out of work steelworker dances to this Donna Summer song on the unemployment line in the Full Monty. Number 3, this Glenn Frey song plays over the opening credits of Beverly Hills Cop before we meet Axel Foley in Detroit. And number 4, after a fight with his girlfriend in The 40-Year-Old Virgin, Andy bikes away set to this Asia song, ultimately crashing through a mobile billboard. All right, so all of these are going to have hot or heat in the title. You give me the song title. All right, so here we go. I'm going to give you... Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna shorten it because I've been talking for a bit. I'm gonna give you a minute and a half starting now. Don't forget to submit, and I'm pretty sure I've got it so that order counts. Order does count, so make sure you put 1, 2, 3, and 4. Napoleon Dynamite, Full Monty, Beverly Hills Cop, and 40-Year-Old Virgin. All right, gang, I am going to start that 20-second timer. So if you haven't submitted or you want to change anything, now is the time to get that done. All right, then time is up for this round. So let's open these. Let's show you the answers, and then we'll talk about the results. The Jamiroquai song. Oh, look at that. There's also not a closed quotation mark there. That's real good work there, bud. All right. So that song is Canned Heat. The Donna Summer song that's in Full Monty is Hot Stuff. The Glenn Frey song is The Heat Is On. The H is O. And the Asia song is The Heat of the Moment. Heat of the Moment is your answer. All right, so let's here we are at the halfway mark, of the game. So let's take a look at our scores and standings here after 2 rounds and a lightning round. We got Looney Tunes with 5, Stallone with 9, Intellectual Magpies with 11. I did give you your grades. Yes, I did. I often forget to do that. Intellectual Magpies, 11. Avis and Bobo, Sterling Cooper, and Marley's Chains, all with 16. Helsinki Syndrome with 17. Chris the Curator with 18. And Powder with 20. So very strong, very strong. All right. So that brings us to that brings us to halftime double time. I forgot to do the graphic for it to show behind me. But it's a new mini season, so you've got the option to double down. You get to do it once over these 3 games. Again, you know how it works. It doesn't count for tonight, but it'll count double in the standings. Oh, it did it out of order, but Open the Portal is mixed in there. Let's see. Is anybody doing it? Okay, most teams, no. Also, now I put Open the Portal and nobody picks it. I can't figure you people out at all. I'm baffled. All right, so that now brings us to the puzzle round. So this one I'm playing with fire because I reworked. I went back to the archives and reworked one of the most disastrous puzzle rounds I've ever had. So I'm seeing how this is going to work. So we've had this round is going to be all about summer blockbusters, right? It's summer, it's hot, summer blockbusters. So here I've got let's just do it. Let's dive in. So I've got an example here, and I've got a little scenario that I wrote. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is a mess. All right, but help. I'm watching a bunch of classic summer blockbusters, but the theater next door is too loud, and I'm mishearing all the iconic quotes that are on the AFI's 100 Years, 100 Quotes list. So the way this works is I'll give you what I misheard, the movie's release date, and a clue, and you give me the correct quote. Don't give me the movie, give me the quote. All right, so for example, if I said Hair Gear, and that movie opened on June 4th, 1982, and I say, I guess these ghosts don't like barbershops. So it's my interpretation of what I misheard. It's going to sound like a real quote that's from a summer blockbuster that the quote is on the AFI's top 100 list. All righty. Already upset. Oh, and yeah, I did. That's true. I did threaten you if you did it. You're too high. Okay. So the movie. So I'm not for this one. We're not looking for the movie. We're looking for the quote, the correct quote that I said. They're here. So I'm going to give you a little context with each one. They're here is the one. So they won't all be, they'll be longer, but I'll try to say them like they're said in the film too, to try to give you a little, I may be just a glutton for punishment going back to something that was universally reviled, but let's see. All right. So your first one that counts here, Pasta Barista, maybe. July 3rd, 1991. And I say, oh, the robot must be saying what job he would want after he saved John Connor. So I misheard it as Pasta Barista, maybe. What's the real quote? See, I use easy when you get it. You get it. Yeah. It's always done best. It's always, these are best served. See, I haven't done I had to go back. I'm going back into the past for like the most, back when I was more aggressively obtuse with these. Don't put the movie. Don't put the movie. Put the quote. I heard it wrong and you correct me. All right, so this is wait, what happened? All right, so for this one, it is it's Hasta La Vista Baby from Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Hasta La Vista Baby from Terminator 2 Judgment Day. That is your answer. Nicely done. 89% of teams got that one right. All right. Question number 2. What I heard is Pricey Red Steeple. Pricey Red Steeple. It's from August 6, 1999. That kid must be talking about that church he was in when Bruce Willis found him. Pricey Red Steeple. Yeah, this is kind of a Mandela effect round. Like, I was gonna write a. See, this would be a good one where like a character could actually like read this, but I was gonna do it that I had a hearing problem, or that like I brought my 98-year-old grandpa, but any version of that was just very, it came out very ableist and ageist, and so I decided to just make it that the theater was loud. That's the conceit. Because that happens. That's a real thing. All right. So your real quote from The Sixth Sense is, "I see dead people. Pricey red steeple. I see dead people." All right. So all of these are on the AFI top 100 quotes of all time, and they are all from a summer movie. All right. Question number 3. "Pray the horsies miss you." May 25th, 1977. And I say, I thought the space horses didn't show up until episode 9. "Pray the horsies miss you." Yeah, so the thing is, I remember this was like, I did this 4 years ago. I did a version of this but like I didn't give like a year or context, like these little context bits, which maybe tipped the hand too much, I don't know. But it was like, I remember it was my guest and his wife, and I think she just like walked. She was like, "I don't want to do this anymore." So that was that's why I wanted to see if I could make it better. So far everybody seems to be getting it. It's "May the Force be with you." You all got it right. Nicely done. All right, your 4th misheard quote: "Why steal a steed? The steed scores weed." May 16th, 1986. And I said, "More horses. I thought these guys had fighter jets." All right. "Why steal a steed? The steed scores weed." I said, they don't need horses. They got fighter jets. I'll be forgiving with some of these because they don't line up perfectly necessarily phonetically. I tried to make them as much of a phonetic match as I could. Not phonetic. I guess would it be phonetic? No, because they're different phonics. What would you call that? It's like rhyming it's trying to, I don't know. Someone who has a better handle on linguistics should yeah, it's rhyme for sure, but I feel like there's like a word for like that's not the syntax, but whatever. All right, so this is from Top Gun. It's "I feel the need for speed." I feel the need for speed. All right, we're halfway through and we're doing great. No one's furious at me yet. You're all crushing it. This is fantastic. All right. "Wee Wee Tone Poem." That is from June 11th, 1982. And my context is, that little guy can levitate objects, light up his finger, and he knows French poetry. Impressive. "Wee Wee Tone Poem." All right. Again, everybody got it. You're doing a great job. It is Wee Wee Tone Poem is E.T. Phone Home. E.T. Phone Home from I forget what movie it's from. All right. Question number 6. Nirvana Frida Winter Coat. Nirvana Frida Winter Coat. Nirvana's in this movie. Why would they need a coat? It's the 4th of July. And that movie came out on June 20th, 1975. Hang on, I'm obstructing the thing. Nirvana Frida Winter Coat. And why would they need a coat? It's the 4th of July. And yeah, it is like, yep, for little French alien. I would love to see ET speaking French. And it is like, yeah, it's kind of it is, yeah, sort of like Cockney. Yeah, so like apples and pears for what is that, Up the Stairs. All right, so again, everybody's crushing this. It is, you're gonna need a bigger boat. You're gonna need a bigger boat. Nirvana Frida Winter Coat is your was your misheard lyric, not a lyric, a quote. All right, 2 more of these. Let's see how you do. Loosen, rehab, and rub them. June 30th, 1995. I guess Tom Hanks is talking about how those astronauts handle sore muscles after being cramped in that capsule. Loosen, rehab, and rub them. From 1995. I guess Tom Hanks is talking about how those astronauts handle sore muscles. I think I also, when I did this the first time 4 years ago, I didn't like make them, I didn't like tie them into the movie. They were just purely phonetic, and it was really confusing, and everyone was unhappy, and I was just flop sweating in my room in front of my webcam, which some people might pay big money for that. But all right, so it is Houston, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. And nicely done, 100%. And your last one, close it out strong with airshow flying is graceful. Airshow flying is graceful. Tom Hanks again. He should focus more on coaching his team than on aerial stunts. Airshow flying is graceful. yeah. I could have put myself with my puzzle round flop sweat in the sweaty cinema category. 100%. Still learning back then, learning what worked and what didn't. Still learning now. I don't know anything. All right. Stillwell Angel. All right. So this one, again, everybody crushed it. It's There's No Crying in Baseball. Airshow flying is graceful. There's no crying in baseball. All right. So excellent work, everybody. You all beat the shit out of that round, and I'm proud of you. Let's take a look at your scores here after 4 rounds? 4 rounds. Looney Tunes with 13, Stallone with 16, Intellectual Magpies with 19, Sterling Cooper with 23, Avis and Bobo and Marley's Chains with 24, Helsinki with 25, Chris the Curator with 26, and Powder with 28. So very close, especially as we go into our double points round. And keeping it going with the heat, this round is all about hell movies. It's about movies that go to hell. All right. So all multiple choice, 2 correct answers, but a decoy, which will wipe you out to 0. All right. Starting it off, I think pretty easily. Which 2 Bill and Ted movies feature the duo taking a trip to hell? Your options, of course, as they would be, are Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, and Bill and Ted Face the Music. Hell movies, baby. Love it. Now I'm tiny again. I don't want to be tiny. I want to be big, like Tom Hanks. Like Josh Baskin. Do. All right. Time is up for this one. So they first go to hell in Bogus Journey, and they go back to hell to meet the Grim Reaper, or to get their daughters were lasered. The robot Dennis Caleb McCoy lasered their daughters and sent them to hell. So it's Bogus Journey and Face the Music. Hopefully everybody got that right. Did they? Almost everybody got that right. Okay, great. All right, question number 2. In Freddy versus Jason, the titular pair meet up in hell before returning to their respective earthly killing grounds in what 2 fictional towns? Your options are Haddonfield, Illinois, Springwood, Ohio, and Crystal Lake, New Jersey. So what are Freddy and Jason's towns? Where did they were on the football team there. They got the Letterman jackets. All righty, let's start the timer. All right, so one of these, Jason's town, is pretty obvious, right? Because Jason's town is the lake gets its name. It's Crystal Lake, and it is set in New Jersey canonically. But one of these, the odd one out, is actually from the Halloween series, and that's Haddonfield. Springwood is where Nightmare on Elm Street series takes place largely. All right, no, that was a tricky one. That was a tricky one. Reminder: you don't have to select 2. You can pick one and bank it, like so, because everybody got Crystal Lake. All right. Now, question number 3. While they're usually hanging out in the cursed pits of Hades, Pinhead and his Cenobite pals have ventured to which 2 unlikely locations in the movies Hellraiser Bloodline and Hellraiser Hellworld? Your options are an online video game, under the ocean, and outer space. Two of the most beloved horror films ever. Hellraiser Bloodline and Hellraiser Hellworld. People love these movies. I found out way more about these movies than I wanted to know doing this research. Well, one of them, Bloodline, I think was released in theaters. I think it was the last Hellraiser movie that got a theatrical release. And that's the one where they are in outer space, but they also show up in an online video game. But this is why I found out way too much, and I'm gonna It Follows the curse. Well, I'm not gonna It Follows it onto you, because that means I would have to have sex with you to do that. I'm going. How do you the ring? The ring is a better example. I'm not gonna have sex with you. I'm going to give you a videotape where I tell you that Lance Henriksen is in the online game one, and there are no actual Cenobites. He's like drugged everybody to think that it's very. Now you have to think about that. I don't want to think about it anymore. All right, question number 4. Which of these 2 TV series of the 2000s and 2010s star an actor who has played Hellboy? Your options are Sons of Anarchy, Stranger Things, and The Shield. Which 2 of these shows, which debuted earlier in the 21st century, feature a Hellboy? It's got a widow Hellboy. All right, so time is up for this question. So the first Hellboy from the first two films is Ron Perlman. He's on Sons of Anarchy. And the other Hellboy is David Harbour. So Stranger Things is your other option. The Shield, though, does have The Thing in it. So that he's got like a big rocky hand. So that's something. All right, question number 5. When Kenny first gets sent to hell in South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, he encounters Hitler, but also which two surprisingly damned figures? Your options are Gene Siskel, Gandhi, and George Burns. So in the movie, these all at some point, and the odd one out does appear in South Park the show, and maybe even later in the movie. But when Kenny first gets to hell, he meets 3 people, or he passes them by as demons. Looking at the chat, see the Stillwell comment. It's Alex and I started watching. I got to pick it back up, but the League of Their Own TV series from a few years ago. Liked it so far. We've watched about 3 episodes. It's good. All right, so it definitely shows up in the Christmas special as being in hell, and I think he had like just died too, which is insane. But it's not Gene Siskel. It's Gandhi and George Burns are the ones that show up alongside Hitler. Hopefully they don't. What do they just Twitch? If I'm not, will saying that word get me? I'm not monetized. But will it get? I wonder if it'll get like the video flagged for some reason. All right, there's so much worse stuff on Twitch, especially in that arena. All right, question number 6. August of 1997 got a double dose of the demonic when these two FX heavy movies that took trips to hell were released within 2 weeks of each other. Your options are What Dreams May Come, Spawn, and Event Horizon. Oh my God, man. I watched has anyone seen Spawn lately? I saw Spawn when it first came out, and it was I liked it fine, but the graphics, the reason I say graphics is because it looks like a video game. Like it looks I think it looked bad back then. I remember it like Jurassic Park was 4 years before this, which I just kind of gave it away. It is from 1997, as is Event Horizon. I made this a little unnecessarily tough by picking What Dreams May Come because that's from 98. It's pretty close, but Spawn and Event Horizon were the two summer movies that went to hell. All right, question number 7. Which two of these movies about a gateway to hell take place primarily in Europe? Your options are As Above, So Below, The Ninth Gate, and The Sentinel. So one of these takes place in the catacombs of Paris, which I see it, like I pass it, like the modern version of when you used to walk past the same VHS or DVD case in Blockbuster, like every time you went, you'd be like, what the hell is that movie? But researching it actually sounds pretty sick. It's that's As Above, So Below. And the other one that takes place primarily in Europe is The Ninth Gate. And why does it take place primarily in Europe? Because it is because it's directed by Roman Polanski, who cannot enter the United States. That's why it's primarily in Europe. All right. Question number 8, your last question of this round. In typical Adam Sandler style, Little Nicky features all of these celebs cameoing as themselves, but which two get subjected to supernatural torment, getting covered in bees and having their head lit on fire specifically? Your options are Henry Winkler, Bill Walton, and Regis Philbin. They're all in the movie as themselves, but which two get tortured in hellish ways? One of them is very funny. Like this Little Nicky was never like in my. I feel like I was already kind of over Sandler by like The Water Boy. Or no, I like Big Daddy. I liked Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore. Happy Gilmore 2, I watched it. It was all right. It had its moments. And I like Big Daddy and The Wedding Singer. I like The Wedding Singer quite a lot. But then that's when I was just like, I get it. I've had enough. All right. So you've got Henry Winkler covered in bees. He gets covered in bees multiple times. And you also have Bill Walton with his head on fire. Regis is just himself in it, talking about Little Nicky, I think. All right. So that brings us to we're heading to the final bit of the game. The what do you call it? Wait, the cancel? I can't. I did. Are you talking about this for canceling? I did cancel myself for talking about Roman Polanski. All right, our score, not final scores. Excuse me, scores going into our final round here. We got Looney Tunes with 21, Stallone with 23, Intellectual Magpies 27, Sterling Cooper 31, Avis and Bobo with 36, Marley's Chains and Helsinki with 37, and a two-way tie with 38 apiece between Chris the Curator and Powder. All right, so that brings us to the post-credits blitz. And you know how this works. I've got 3 pairs of questions for you. Easier one worth 1, harder one worth 2. You choose the one you want to answer. All right. So your first question, hearkening back to both the hot theme first round and the AFI quotes. For 1 point, what is the 5-word quote from In the Heat of the Night? That's number 16 on the AFI's top 100 list. Or for 2 points, what 3-word quote from Some Like It Hot is number 48 on the AFI's top 100 list? So you can answer the In the Heat of the Night question for 1. Or the Some Like It Hot question for 2. Let me take this off there so you can see. All right, let's do it. Let's timer time. I don't know, a lot of teams. Seems like what happened is people went with the 1-pointer, then maybe realized they knew the 2-pointer because I saw some answers change. So the first one, and as somebody pointed out in their answer, it is the name of one of the sequels. There's actually 2 sequels in the Heat of the Night. It's They Call Me Mr. Tibbs and Well, Nobody's Perfect. It's the closing line of what you call it? It's Some Like It Hot. All right, question number 2. We're harkening back to our Keanu game here from a couple months ago. Name the actor who played Satan in the Keanu versus Hell flick, The Devil's Advocate. For 1 point, or for 2 points, name the actor who played Satan in the Keanu versus Hell flick, Constantine. So who's the actor who plays Satan in in either of those movies? I feel like I've asked this before. I hope I didn't ask it in the Keanu game a couple months ago. I can't remember. And I couldn't be bothered to look it up because I'm lazy and bad at what I do. All right, some people are getting the 2-pointer. 1-pointer is meant to be easy, meant to be a bit of a layup. All right, so the devil in the titular devil in The Devil's Advocate is Mr. Hua Al Pacino himself, and in Constantine it's Peter Stormare from Fargo and Lebowski. All right, and your final pair of questions for the night. Speaking of Pacino, after appearing separately in The Godfather Part 2, he and Robert De Niro finally acted on screen together in 1995. Say it with me, Heat. For 1 point, name the 2019 movie they're in together as a hitman and a real-world union leader. Or for 2 points, name the 2008 movie they're in together as veteran NYC detectives investigating the murder of a pimp. So what is that going to be? What are those two movies? I thought they were in more together. I thought they were in another movie together that I watched. But apparently it was these four. It was Godfather. They weren't really together in that. And that Heat. And then these two movies. Oh yeah. Also, I forgot. Let's do. I forgot to do this. I asked the question before. May the Force be with you is uttered by Harrison Ford. Right. So that's a Harrison Ford says, "May the Force be with you," and start. He's the only one who actually says it. I think he says, "May the Force be with you." All right. So your movies. Your 1 pointer is The Irishman. And your 2 pointer is Righteous Kill. Righteous Kill. Woof. That's the movie right there. Let's see who got it right. A couple teams got the 2 pointer. All right, so that brings us to the end. That's the end. So let's take a look at your final scores and standings here. We do have a winner, a definitive winner. Luna Tunes with 21, Stallone with 24, Intellectual Magpies with 28, Sterling Cooper with 35, Avis and Bobo and Helsinki both with 40, Marley's Chains and Chris the Curator both with 42, and your winner with 44 points, Powder from the movie Powder, A Powder Saga. All right, so that is it. That's the end of game 1 of this section of part 3 of season 13. So have a great week, everybody. Come back next week for the next game in this mini season. I'm pretty sure Meredith is back too. So watch her game at 8. And I will see you in 7 days. McClunky.